Okay, so I think March 30th or 31st, my older brother surprised me on the phone when he asked me if I wanted to see the Sonic 2 movie with him and his family. And I said yes. And then I said thank you very much. And then I hung up. But then I say, an hour later or so, I gave my brother a call back because I forgot to ask him something very important to me. And so I called him back and asked him if we would be seeing the movie dubbed in Swedish or undubbed in its original English with Swedish subtitles. And he said, dubbed. And then I said, oh, okay, thanks for telling me. I hung up and, yeah. I will be seeing the Sonic 2 movie not in its original English, but dubbed in Swedish. But don't worry everybody, though I was disappointed that I would be watching the Sonic 2 movie dubbed, I was nevertheless super happy that my brother invited me to watch it with him and his family. I see his invitation to me of him saying to me indirectly that he was thinking about me. And so he invited me. I mean, I think that's how it is. I think. But regardless of my personal complaints, I was well aware that we weren't gonna watch the movie, you know, for me, on my terms. No, we were gonna watch it for my brother's 2 sons, my 2 nephews. But don't worry, I do realize that the viewing of the Sonic 2 movie wasn't meant for me, it's for the boys. I mean, the Sonic 2 movie is, after all, a kids movie. And so, on April 2nd, 2022, I watched the Sonic 2 movie alongside with my bro and his own family. So, in today's review and opinion of the Sonic 2 movie, I would like everybody to keep in mind that when I talk about the acting and the voice acting, I am of course talking about the Swedish dub-over, so sadly for this video, I can't give my opinion on the English voices and actors, like, you know, Idris Elba, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, Jim Carrey and Ben Swartz. Perhaps in the future I'll make a separate video. But anyways, here in Sweden, Sonic is voiced by... well, you know, actually, they didn't show that. They didn't show in the end credits, you know, who dubbed over who. Or at least I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, when the movie was finally over and I watched the post-credits, we all just stood up, took our jackets, and then I grabbed my satchel and we just left. I mean, I'm not going to waste my time staying, you know, at the very end of the movie. I'm not doing that. But don't worry everybody, I did, you know, see the post-credit bonus, so I know who's going to show up in the Sonic 3 movie. But more on my opinion and speculation in just a moment. But as I was saying about the Swedish dub-over, I'm assuming it is the same cast as it was in the previous Sonic movie. If that's so, then I think Sonic, here in Sweden, is played by Christian Hedlund, once again, right? But as for Tails and Knuckles... I don't know. I try to look up different sources, you know, any post-credits whatever about who dubbed over who here in Sweden. Like, I try to go to Sonic 2's Wikipedia page in Swedish, but there's nothing. There's nothing on it that tells me, you know, which actor dubbed over who. There's nothing there. But, you know, let me tell you something. In general, I am not a big fan of Swedish dub-over and voice acting. I am somebody who is much more of a fan of English voiceover. Or to be more accurate, North American voice acting, I should say. But, you know, when it comes to kids movies, you know, like Disney, I would much prefer to watch them undubbed, with Swedish subtitles. But when it comes to the voice acting scene here in Sweden, dubbing over a movie, in general, is a rare occurrence. When Sweden dubs over or voice acts for something, then it's pretty much a kids movie, like Disney or Studio Ghibli. And even some educational videos get dubbed over as well. I remember a super long time ago back in school, when our teacher made us watch a documentary on Caligula, and the narration was dubbed over in Swedish. Swedish voice acting is also a rare occurrence for video games too, actually. The mentality for voice acting for a video game in Swedish is, I believe, the same as it is for kids movies, TV series and cartoons. Sweden rarely ever voice acts for something serious and mature. I mean, I think that's a good thing, by the way. I think it is good that Sweden doesn't dub any of that stuff over. I mean, I can never picture watching The Godfather or The Matrix dubbed over in Swedish. No, most movies that gets localized in Sweden, I'd say 90% of the time, remains undubbed with Swedish subtitles. Unlike, let's say, Turkey, which is infamous for dubbing basically everything over, except for its own domestic TV shows and movies, naturally. Sweden is not that kind of a nation. Sweden doesn't dub everything over like Turkey does, as far as I know. Sweden mostly dubs over kids movies. Like I said, cartoons, live action kids movies and video games. I remember when I was a kid and watched the Spy Kids movies back then, and they were dubbed over in Swedish. And the Sonic 1 and 2 movie falls in the same category, a foreign kids movie that is dubbed over in Swedish and many other languages. I mean, with the amount of money that the first movie racked in, it is only natural that, you know, it would be dubbed over again, I presume. I think that's how it is, I think. But anyways, when I watched the Sonic 2 movie with my bro and his family, I thought it felt a bit off that somebody else's voice came out of Jim Carrey's mouth. And the mouth movement doesn't even match up, because, you know, it's dubbed over in Swedish. And I personally don't feel that the voice actor could perfectly replicate Jim Carrey's trademark comedy and jokes and what have you. But don't worry, I thought the Swedish voice actor for Jim Carrey, I mean, Dr. Eggman, did his best. So don't worry about that. But in general, I give all Swedish voice actors that was involved in the Sonic 2 movie a lot of kudos, and I congratulate them, and I applaud them for their acting, for I feel not only were they able to convey the feelings of the characters, they were also able to the best of their abilities, replicate their American counterparts. As for what I think of the actual Sonic 2 movie, you guys ready? I liked it. I think it is a good movie. I thought the story was very good. Apart from the sometimes filler-esque human scenes. Apart from those, I liked the Sonic 2 movie. I like it. But you know, about that, if I took all the human scenes, except for Dr. Eggman, because even though he is a human, he is essentially a core Sonic character regardless. If I cut those scenes together and erased all of the scenes with Sonic and Tails and what have you, then you probably wouldn't know that you were watching the Sonic 2 movie. And that is what I thought the movie's weak point was, actually. I felt that the human scenes mostly felt irrelevant and fillery. Not all the time, but I felt the human scenes were lengthy and intrusive at times, in my opinion. Every time the camera cuts to the humans, I couldn't help but feel, come on. I didn't watch the Sonic 2 movie just for the humans. I'm watching the Sonic 2 movie for, oh you know, for Sonic and Co. I mean, if Sonic and Co aren't even in those, you know, human scenes, then please, don't drag this on. This is where I think the first movie succeeds, actually. The first Sonic movie didn't stray too far away from Sonic, and I think the first movie had a healthy balance between Sonic and the human characters. But you know, there's something I'd like to ask some of my viewers on the comment section below. Is the Sonic 2 movie unintentionally racist? I'm asking this because there's a in the Sonic 2 movie, there is a fat, angry, loud black woman in it. And at times I couldn't help but think, oh come on, I thought I was watching the Sonic 2 movie, not Big Mama's house. But what do you guys think? Do you think those, you know, the fat angry black woman scenes were racist? Or funny? I'm not gonna lie though, I really thought those moments were funny, personally, even though you can reinterpret it as something racist if you want. But what do you guys think? Am I a racist? Am I a racist for laughing at them? Is it racist for me to laugh at a big, fat, angry black woman? I actually don't think so. I don't see myself as a racist in that way. I mean, if you don't want me to laugh at something like that, then don't put something like that. Especially in a kids movie. But you guys, seriously, how long is America going to, you know, perpetuate that stereotype? I thought America was doing its best to not be racist. So why are there, from my point of view, some of those racist scenes, a racist stereotype in a Sonic movie? I mean, do you guys remember the 2016 Ghostbusters movie? Wasn't that movie, you know, unintentionally racist too? Was it? I'm not sure yet. I mean, I haven't watched Ghostbusters 2016 yet. And I probably never will. I think the Ghostbusters 2016 movie is a SJW brain dropping. But anyways, in my point of view, in my interpretation, I think those moments were unintentionally racist. I mean, I myself am a minority, not a black person, not a black minority. But let's say the Sonic 2 movie had a stereotype from my country of origin, then I actually would feel bad, actually. I actually would have been like, oh come on, not everybody that shares my background, you know, is like that. Not everybody. But you know, aside from that one unintentionally racist character, the black people in the Sonic 2 movie in general are luckily not perpetuating that other hurtful image of black people, thankfully. You know which one I'm talking about, right? I said a hip hop gangster rap. But don't worry, parents. Don't worry. All the black people in the Sonic 2 movies are of the good kind. Except for that one angry fat black woman. But what do you guys think? But aside from the dragged on human failure scenes, I thought the Sonic 2 movie was pretty good. And by the way, spoilers for those who haven't watched the post-credits, do you guys remember what I said in my previous video? I said that I speculate that the next character in the post-credits could either be Shadow, Blaze, or Amy? Maybe? And what do you guys know? Very briefly, in the post-credits, Shadow showed up. Wow. I swear, I am not a genie. I am not a fortune teller. I don't know how I got that sort of right. But anyways, now I would like to make another guess. Now that Shadow has been confirmed, sort of, I'm guessing that Amy and Rouge are going to show up in the Sonic 3 movie. And not just Shadow, but if if Rouge would show up in the Sonic 3 movie, then I'm pretty sure that Paramount would have to, you know, sanitize her for a younger audience. You know. But yeah, that's basically all I had to say about the Sonic 2 movie. I feel almost the same way as I did for the Sonic 1 movie. The Sonic 2 movie is not the best movie, it's not the worst movie. I think the Sonic 2 movie is a pretty good movie. I thought it was a pretty good movie, even though the fillerish human scenes at times annoyed me. And I don't know what to say about the fat angry black woman. But anyways, that's all I want to say for today. And before I close off, episode 3 of Hero or Villain, Mr. Medicare, has finally been restored. Thankfully, I can finally pick up where I left off. You see, in my last video, I said that the project corrupted on me. I said I would be stubborn and get it back to work, and finally, that stubbornness has finally paid off. And now I'm going to proceed where I left off. And also, once again, if anybody has a long-term solution for me to prevent these future crashes and hiccups in Shotcut, then please, explain to me how. And I'm going to say this in advance, I already tried using preview scaling in proxy mode, but it doesn't seem to help. I don't know why. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say for today. Take care everybody, and enjoy the Sonic 2 movie. You'll hear from me again. Bye bye for now.